Attorney Cribb, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
I just sent an email, a response for
Okay.
Williams.
Yes.
Do either of those days work for you? Let's see what I put, the 9th, the 18th, or the 25th for a PCC?
Let me get my calendar up, Judge.
Okay.
April 18th or the 25th?
Or the 25th, yeah.
I just need to review my client's statement. I may not even be holding until I see that statement.
Okay.
What time on those dates?
8:30, 8:45.
I can do the 25th.
25th, okay. I'll set it for 8:30.
Thank you.
Okay.
Can I tell my client not to come today then?
Absolutely, yes.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. And you have a 10:30 exam. That was
Yeah.
all set. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
You too.
Thanks. Attorney Edison, good morning.
Morning, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Are you ready for your case to be called?
I am. I'm ready. My client has not appeared. I would waive his presence for purposes of the PCC. I've been in contact with him.
Okay. Okay, we're on the record. This is case.
Oh, piece of phone.
Okay, your client's in the hallway. I'll bring him in.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is case 2356240, the people of the state of Michigan versus John Earl Parker. Mr. Parker is charged with count 1, controlled substance delivery, manufacture cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic less than 50 grams. Count 2, controlled substance delivery, manufacture cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic less than 50 grams. This offender, fourth offense notice set for a probable cause conference today. Appearances?
Good morning, Your Honor. Danielle Parrish on behalf of the people, P495.
Jeffrey Edison on behalf of John Parker, P25912. Good morning. I understand Mr. Parker is present in the courtroom.
Mr. Parker, you state your full name, please, for the record.
John Earl.
Okay, do you have discovery, Attorney Edison?
Yes, I have received that discovery. I have not had an opportunity to review it with Mr. Parker. I would, well, depending on the court's position, we can set this for another PC or set it for a preliminary exam.
I would like to set an exam date, but if you'd like a PCC in between, I can do that.
All right, no, either one, Your Honor. Either way.
Okay. So I'm sending, once again, I sent it an error in the chat, the available dates for the exams that I have open.
Oh, okay.
Let me send it again.
4/26. April 26th is good at any time, Your Honor. Anyone?
Okay, I have 1:30 open that day.
That's fine.
Okay, and if the rest of defense counsel could look at those available times, if you're looking for an exam date, I would appreciate it. Okay, so Mr. Parker,
Yes.
your preliminary examination has been set for April 26th at 1:30 p.m. in person, okay? And if for Edison, you have any discovery issues, you can just log on before, whatever day before, so they can be addressed before the exam date.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. And Mr. Parker, I'll speak with you this afternoon.
Okay.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
I don't see any, other than Attorney Lumlin, I don't know who everyone else is checking in for.
This is Attorney Taylor, Your Honor. I have Tavares Brooks and Alan Brown put up in the chat.
Are your clients present, or are you asking to waive their presence?
I'm gonna put their presence, Your Honor, and I do not have discovery on either one.
I just want you to put your client. No, it's not good. Okay. No. Okay, we'll start with Brooks. This is case 1958278, the people of the state of Michigan versus Tavares Eugene Brooks. Mr. Brooks is charged with 1 count of controlled substance possession, cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic less than 25 grams, except for a probable cause found for state appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Daniela Parrish on behalf of the people, P85495.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Edward Taylor, P57166, appearing on behalf of Brooks. I have not contacted Mr. Brooks, Your Honor, so whatever the court's pleasure. And I do not.
Have you been in contact with him at all?
I have not, Your Honor. I haven't had discovery or anything. I just got the assignment.
You have the contact information?
I do not.
Okay, I was looking to see if there was contact information in the file. I don't see anything. Actually, yes, the appointment form did have his phone number on it.
It does?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So I'm going to recall your matter so that you can contact him, have him log on.
Your Honor, can you put that number in the chat?
Sure.
Thank you.
Sure.
Right, may I address discovery for a moment while we're doing this, just so that, okay. Counsel, this is A.K. Herge. In regards to the discovery, I did not send you any discovery yet because I do not have any in my possession. I have reached out to the OIC the day before yesterday, inquiring about this. I don't know if this just fell through the cracks when we went through our new system, but I am trying to obtain that if after reaching out to your client, if you want to set a preliminary exam date, if for some reason we don't get it for you, I will not object to adjourning that exam date. As of right now, though, we do not have any to share.
Are you speaking of Brooks?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Very well. Okay, whatever the court's pleasure.
Okay, and I can also ask the judge to put my email in the chat so that you can directly email me prior to the exam to follow up if you do not receive any within the next few days.
That's fine.
Okay, I'm going to recall the matter so you can contact your client. I will move on to Alan Brown. This is the people of the state of Michigan versus Alan Yancey Brown, 2356296. Mr. Brown is charged with 1 count of weapons carried concealed, count 2 weapons, firearms, possession by a felon, count 3 weapons, felony firearm with the habitual offender, 3rd offense notice set for a probable cause conference. Appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Daniela Parrish on behalf of the people, P85495.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Edward Taylor, P57166, appearing on behalf of Mr. Brown.
Mr. Alan Brown, can you state your name for the record, please?
Alan Brown.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
You have discovery, Attorney Taylor, on this case?
I do not, Your
Discovery, Mr. Taylor, was sent, paper was sent on April 11th via the PDK system, and I sent out digital yesterday on the 12th via evidence.com. If you want to double check that, if something is missing in either one of those packages, again, you can email me directly today.
Okay, if you send it out, we can just set it for an exam, no problem. Mr. Brown, can you take this number down?
Yep. Yes.
Okay, my name is Attorney Edward Taylor. My number is 313-706-0947.
706.
0947. 313. Just contact me later on this afternoon.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Your Honor, we can set this for an exam.
Okay, did you look at the date that I said?
I did, yeah, 428, anytime in the afternoon, late afternoon, 428, late morning, early afternoon.
So I have available on 428, 9:30 and 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Okay, Mr. Brown, your preliminary examination has been set for an in-person exam, April 28th at 10 o'clock a.m. Anything else on Mr. Alan Brown?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, and I'll recall your matter once you try to contact Mr. Brooks.
Very well.
Good morning, Honor. Delisha Coleman, Reginald Shorter. Does the court have any dates on May 3rd or May 4th?
Yes, I was trying to see. Yeah. To the gentleman in the Wayne County Jail, please state your name, please.
Philip Avery.
Philip Avery.
Yes.
Is there counsel present for Mr. Philip Avery?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. This is case 2259174, the people of Michigan versus Philip Avery. Mr. Avery is charged with count 1, weapons, firearms, possession by a felon, count 2, weapons, felony firearms, 2nd offense notice, count 3, weapons, ammunition, possession by a felon, count 4, weapons, felony firearms, 2nd offense notice, with the habitual offender 4th offense notice set for a probable cause conference today. Appearances?
Good morning, Your Honor. Daniela Parrish on behalf of the people, P85495.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Sahar Faraj, appearing on behalf of Mr. Phillips. Mr. Phillips, can you please state your name for the record?
Ms. Faraj, we can't hear you. One moment, Ms. Faraj, you need to put your appearance on for the court reporter. We can't hear you.
I'm sorry if for the background noise, Your Honor. I'm in the courthouse. Attorney Sahar Faraj, on behalf of Mr. Phillips, who appears via Zoom. Mr. Phillips, can you please state your name for the record?
Philip Avery.
And Ms. Faraj, can you give us your P number, please?
Yes, I apologize. 85175.
Thank you. Okay. Attorney Brown, do you have discovery?
At this time, Your Honor, we request that electronic discovery be sent over. We are in receipt of the police report.
Ms. Parrish?
Your Honor,
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
both paper and digital discovery was sent on the 7th. It was sent directly to the NDS, general discovery email on the 7th. If you want to check with them to get digital, if after reviewing it, you feel something is missing, just reach out to me directly and I can reach out to the OIC. Ms. Farage, did you hear me?
I heard, I'm so sorry. The court officers cleared the hallway in the middle of you speaking and I had to move, so I apologize. Could that be repeated, please?
Sure, it's okay. This is A.K. Parrish. Digital discovery was sent on April 7th to the general NDS discovery email. So if you want to obtain it from them, once you have reviewed it, if you feel something is missing, let us know, but we have tendered all the digital that we have at this time.
Understood. Thank you.
Okay, and Attorney Farage, I have, since he's in custody, I do have a couple times available next week if you'd like to do it sooner.
What are the would the court have, does the court have availability on the 18th of April?
Nine o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything else?
Nothing further from the defense.
Okay. Have a good one.
Thank you.
You're all set, Mr. Avery. Your preliminary examination has been set for April 18th, next Tuesday at 9 o'clock a.m.
Your Honor, could you send Mr.
Mr. Avery, did you hear your court date?
Yes.
Okay, you're all set, Mr. Avery.
Okay.
Your Honor, could you send
Yes,
Mr.
I'm gonna send it. I got it. I'm
All
gonna-
right, thank you. Sorry.
Attorney Lemlin, are you ready on your matter?
I am, Your Honor. Thank you.
Your Honor, we're also ready on Ms. Page's case whenever the court is.
T. Johnson. Yeah, Attorney Lemlin, I don't see a Mr. Johnson on the docket today.
You know, Terrence Johnson, it's today the 13th of April.
It is, yeah.
I've got, I mean,
You have case. Read off the case number for me.
the one I have, it's probably the incident number, but it's 2305-618001.
Okay, the clerk is checking on that.
I have an 82 number as well if you need that.
I think the 23 number is the one we need.
Judge Sabree, this was one where the religious holiday, we can't think of the name. Another attorney called in for a different date.
Okay, Attorney Lemlin, do you know the attorney? There's an attorney that called in to change the date because it was a religious holiday today, and she adjourned it
To tomorrow.
to tomorrow.
That was nice of her to tell me. Thank you. Is she now retained, I guess? Is that a retained counsel?
I think it was,
So I didn't. The clerk spoke to The attorney, I did not get her name.
I don't need a name. I just want to make sure I'm not having to come back on this case.
Yeah, so she'll have to appear, she'll appear tomorrow. I'll, make sure I confirm that. So you don't have to show up tomorrow, but I will send an email to confirm for you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah, what was the name of that Johnson case tomorrow? Because we have two of them. T. Donald? T. Oh.
Did the court put in dates for, or times for filing?
I don't know what it is.
Mr. Cameron Jackson?
Cameron J.C.
Yes, sir, you are not in the right courtroom.
What's the courtroom I gotta be in?
They said Larry Williams.
They said, huh?
Are you here for a traffic matter, sir?
No.
What are you here for?
For not showing the insurance.
That's a traffic matter. You should be in court 332 with Judge Larry Williams.
Is it 332?
Yes, Judge Larry Williams.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Myrna Page, 2356300. People of the state of Michigan versus Myrna Page, charged with one count of police officer assaulting, resisting, and obstructing step for a probable cause conference day appearances.
Daniela Parrish on behalf of the people, PA 5495.
Good morning, Neighborhood Defender Service by Kate DeMott Grady, P83661, on behalf of Miss Myrna Page, who joins us via Zoom. Ms. Page, will you please state your name?
Myrna Page.
Your Honor, I've received both paper and digital discovery, and we're requesting a preliminary examination date.
Okay, do any of those days work that I sent in the chat?
Because I went in the breakout room, I can no longer access that part. But I'm in Your Honor's courtroom on the 24th and the 25th.
Okay, let's see if I can squeeze you in. You have a 10 o'clock. And the 25th, you said?
I believe the 24th, I have at 10 a.m. and I think the 25th, I believe it's at 9:30. Let's double check that time.
The 25th works better.
Pardon?
The 25th works better. We can set it at 9:30.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else?
Nope, nothing else from defense.
Okay, Ms. Page, your exam has been set for in-person examination for April 25th at 9:30 a.m. You're all set, Ms. Page. Okay, Attorney Taylor, what were you asking?
Your Honor, I called Brooks and nobody's answering.
Okay. So I'll just adjourn it for 3 days for you to contact them.
Okay, so when you need to come back?
The 19th.
Night, let me see here. The night. That's not a good day, Your Honor.
Good day for you.
Could we do the Friday, the 21st?
Nope, that's my holiday.
Okay, what about, can we do the 20th?
It's just for PCC to set a date.
Yes, okay. The 19th is good then on the PCC to save the day.
Okay,
The 19th is good. Thank you.
thank you.
Yep. Have a good day.
You too. Attorney Taylor Coleman, you had a question.
Good morning. Does the court have any dates on May 3rd or May 4th? I'm starting a homicide trial, so I won't be available.
Are you ready for your case to be called? I'll just call your case.
On the shorter case, and just to set an exam, looking for dates on May 3rd or May 4th.
Are you ready? Is it shorter that you're referring to?
Say it again, Your Honor.
Your client Shorter's case, is that who you're referring to?
Yes, Reginald Shorter.
2356278, people of the state of Michigan versus Reginald Shorter, who was charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed, count 2, weapons, firearms, possession by a felon, count 3, weapons, felony, firearms, with the habitual notice set for a probable cause conference appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Daniela Parrish on behalf of people P85495.
Good morning, Your Honor. Delisha Taylor Coleman, P56278. We have received discovery. I have not had the opportunity to go over with my client yet, but we are requesting an exam date on May 3rd or May 4th,
Okay.
which is not listed in the dates given by the clerk.
May 3rd at 9 o'clock.
Can we do 9:30, Your Honor? I have a sentencing
Yes.
at 9.
Have you been in contact with your client?
Yes, I have, Your Honor. I thought he was on, but we would waive
I'm
his
here.
appearance. Oh,
I'm here.
I
Mr.
thought you
Shorter,
were on.
state your name for the record, please.
Yes, Reginald Shorter.
Okay, Mr. Shorter, your
Can you
exam
turn,
is in-person preliminary examination for May 3rd at 9 o'clock, 9:30 a.m. in person at 36th District Court.
Okay.
thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set, Mr. Shorter.
Have a
All right,
safe
thank
West End.
Thank you. Attorney Mahana,
Good morning.
good morning.
Yeah.
Calling case 26255, the people of the state of Michigan versus Antonio Parker. Mr. Parker is charged with 1 count of police officer fleeing fourth-degree vehicle code with a habitual offender third offense notice set for a probable cause conference today. Appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Daniela Parrish on behalf of the people P85495.
Good morning, Your Honor. Najad Mihan appearing on behalf of Mr. Parker, Antonio Parker, P59371.
Good morning, Mr. Parker. Can you unmute your device and state your name?
Antonio Parker.
Thank you. Attorney Mahana, do you have discovery?
Your Honor, I have paper discovery, but I don't have digital discovery.
Counsel, on Antonio Parker, digital discovery was sent yesterday. I know that paper was sent the week before, but digital discovery was sent yesterday via evidence.com. You should have received a link.
Was out of town, but let me just make sure. I don't have anything from yesterday.
I sent it personally to your email at Hotmail. Is that correct? Is that the correct email still?
Yes, but I don't have it. Can you send it again, please?
Sure.
Thank you. And can we set this matter for an exam, Your Honor?
Yes, did you look at the dates available?
Do you still have anything up on the 28th?
Yes, 9:30 and 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, please.
Okay. Mr. Parker, your exam has been set for in-person, April 28th at 10 o'clock a.m. Anything else for the record?
Nothing further. Thank you much. Have a great holiday.
You as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Attorney Moskowitz, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Good. I've got that exam that's probably not going to go this afternoon at 10:30.
Right.
The one-
Yep.
I didn't know if it was okay if we could appear on Zoom at 10:30 and figure out a date, or if we're just gonna do one off the record.
It's your preference. We'll be here, so you can either do it off the record or come back at 10:30 on Zoom.
Okay, so I can tell my client he doesn't have to run down to court then.
No, he does not.
Thank you. That's all I need to know. I'll check back in at 10:30 if we don't figure it out before then.
Okay.
Thank you.
To the person with the phone number 465-9959, can you please unmute your device and state your name? To the person with the Samsung with the camera face to the ceiling fan, can you state your name, please? And to the person one more time with the ceiling fan showing on their camera, please state your name, otherwise I will remove you from the meeting and you will have to log back on. We're getting ready to start testimony. Mr. Myers, I have you checked in, sir.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Your attorney is not present yet, so just hold
Okay.
tight.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. That's hard for me.
Okay.
I think so, yes.
You just. I will chime in if needed.
Okay. To the person who just logged on with the number 465-9959, what is your name?
LT Chesterfield.
LT Chesterfield. Okay, I haven't checked in, sir.
Thank you.
Your attorney is not present yet. I'm putting you on mute. Do you know how to unmute your device?
Excuse me?
Do you know how to unmute your device if I mute it?
I'm muted.
If I mute your device, do you know how to unmute it when it's time to call your case?
Hello? Hello?
Yes, I keep asking the same question, but you're not answering.
I unmuted it.
I know. Can you unmute your device if I mute it now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you. You got it.
She said she's
She coming in late from what? 8:30? Ready, Councilman Smith?
Yes, Your Honor, state's ready.
Sorry, Judge. Okay, we are on the record. This is People of the State of Michigan versus Charity Grace Smith, charged with 1 count of assault, the dangerous weapon, felonious assault with habitual offender third offense notice, case 2355757, set for preliminary examination and appearances.
For the people, Philip Henderson, P86029.
Veronica Walred with NDS P85665 on behalf of Ms. Smith, who's present in the courtroom. Ms. Smith, state your name.
Cherry Smith. Ms. Walrad, can you repeat your appearance for recording?
I'm sorry, Veronica Walred, P85665 on behalf of Jerry Smith.
Okay, is everyone ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, any preliminary matters?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I did reach out yesterday to APA Alexander Kirker, who, apologies, I thought would be in this courtroom regarding the body cam that was sent. We have body cam from the night when police responded to what they thought were shots in progress. But we do not have any body cam from earlier in the day, and I know her conversations with my client that she did call the police earlier in the day and have a conversation with them. I believe
Ms. Walrad, can you go to the microphone?
I'm sorry, I believe that the complaining witness did as well. So I would like to ask for an adjournment in order to get that video from the police department. I know that, I don't know if it has been sent to the prosecutors, but I know that they would be able to access it if the police have retained that body cam.
Where's this video of?
It is of a call that my client made earlier in the day about a conflict between herself and the complaining witness. I believe that the police talked to both of them at that point in the middle of the day.
A phone call?
A call that they responded to. So the police came out to the leasing office of this apartment complex, and to my knowledge, spoke to both parties.
And body cam footage of that.
It should exist.
Okay, so does it exist?
Your Honor.
If I may, I'm sorry, Daniela Parrish on behalf of the people, P85495. And I'm only saying it because I know that myself and APA Kirker were handling discovery on these matters before APA Henderson stepped in. And this was unfortunately, I understand, digital defense's request for this digital. However, this is just brought to our attention within right now. But if I believe you that, yeah, that it was sent out within 24 hours. I still think that that's a very short window, especially for what I believe to be discovery that I don't even know if it would be relevant of something. A lot of times these cases don't just happen at that moment of incident. Things have happened prior to, days before, weeks before. That doesn't necessarily mean that that discovery is relevant for preliminary exam purposes. I indeed will reach out to the OIC to find out, but I don't believe that we would technically need an adjournment today due to that piece of evidence.
One, the officer in charge in the courtroom? Yes, ma'am. Can you put your appearance on the record? Corporal Shanty. And Corporal Jenkins, do you know if this body footage, if it exists?
I have no knowledge, ma'am. I would have to go back and research it to see exactly what other calls were made to that location on the day.
The body cam that was produced contains the officers saying, the body cam that was produced contains at least one of the officers saying that they had made a call to the same location earlier that day.
And that's how you know of.
I know of, in addition to from a conversation with my client, yes.
Your Honor, it's not necessary to prove this charge, and it's not gonna, unless the defense attorney's continuous, my victim, it's not relevant to this matter.
Well, I know it's not gonna, it doesn't matter for the people, you already before. The question is, does anyone know what the content is of the video?
I do believe that it could impeach the.
Okay.
Obviously, without full review, I can't do that.
Corporal Jenkins,
Yes,
how much time do you think it would take to produce that video? If it exists?
a couple days. I mean, one, I would have to go and see if it's available and look it up on the system and review it just to see what it is and copy it.
I am going to actually allow for the jury.
Thank you.
Under discovery and things that could possibly change the route, to the outcome of the case, even at the exam stage, I'm going to allow for counsel to view the video as it exists. Corporal Jenkins, you have your hand up? Yes.
So specifically, what am I looking for?
Attorney Walray, I think it's best if you describe it.
Earlier in the day, both parties were present at the leasing office.
I'm sorry, Judge.
Earlier in the day, both parties were present at the leasing office of this apartment. I believe both parties, or else one and the leasing department called the police responded to the leasing department, and both had conversations with the police at that time, including showing the police video that was taken on the phone.
Your Honor, may I ask, do we know which officers went out? Or limit, narrow it down?
I don't know off the top of my head, but my client does have a report number that would likely have those numbers in it. I can get your email. Apologies.
Off the record.
for- on the record.
Okay, so the question as far as the date, and then everyone can discuss.
The same date as this event.
No, I mean the date for the jury.
Oh, apologies.
Your Honor, I can run out, like, there's if you give me a date, so I can check with also the victim, so we don't have to ask for an adjournment if there's a conflict with the complaining witness.
Can she just stand in the back of the courtroom? You can bring her in. Ms. Benson? Can you put your name on the record?
Deja Benson?
Okay, Ms. Benson, we're going to adjourn this matter for a couple of days, few days, because there's some video that needs to be provided to defense counsel. So we're trying to get a date, and I want to make sure you're available.
Is it okay if I can provide proof of video too?
I didn't hear you.
Is it okay if I can provide proof of video too?
You can provide that to the prosecutor,
Okay.
and they will decide how to try their case. Okay?
Okay.
That's not up to me. So this is a one witness case, correct? As of now, one witness, what you anticipate?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can everyone be here at 8:30 on Monday?
I cannot, Your Honor.
What days are you working? Is that, you gonna rotate as well as?
I work every day, but I'm not in the courtroom next Monday, so it would probably be one of my colleagues. That's fine.
Your Honor, we're not sure of our schedule, so you can feel free to set it whichever day you'd like.
So Attorney, all right, the next week is completely booked, so it's gonna have to be squeezed in at 8:30 sometime next week.
I think that I can do 8:30 on the 18th. Monday is.
Someone have to adjourn it again. No, I just want to make sure that she can upload it so that we can share it and everything by that date, so we don't have to have any other further issues.
Okay, so let's do the 8:30 on Tuesday, April 18th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We're off the record. Attorney TFO, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
You have, Cameron Carter Greenlaw.
Yeah, that's correct, yes.
Okay. Contact with your client.
Not recently. So there was a KPS not long ago, and then I guess he was rearranged. And I don't know, maybe there's a different phone number.
I have a 586-873-8605.
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
Yes, 586-873-8605.
Okay, I'm not sure. I can see if I can contact my client real quick. Thank you.
Attorney Barron, good morning.
Good morning.
And what case are you on today?
I'm on Jaleel Dodson's PCC. He's in custody at the Wayne County Jail.
Okay. You know what division he's in by any chance, or does anyone else?
I know he's at the new jail. I don't know what division he's in.
Okay. Do you want to wait for him to appear, or do you want to waive his presence?
I'd prefer to wait for him to appear if we think that's going to happen at all.
Okay, the court officer is checking.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Oh. Mr. Chesterfield, can you unmute your device, please?
Hello?
Okay, give us one moment. Your attorney just called and said he's gonna log in, so I just wanted to get you ready.
All right.
And to the Wayne County Jail, good morning.
Hello?
Attorney Elder ready on Chesterfield?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, this is case 2356176, the people of the state of Michigan versus LT Chesterfield. Mr. Chesterfield is charged with 1 count of controlled substances, possession, cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic less than 25 grams, set for a probable cause conference appearances.
Philip Henderson for the people, Your Honor, P86-029.
Good morning, Honor, Junior staff. The Great Elder about Mr. Chesterfield, which I do believe he's joining us via telephone.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chesterfield, can you state your name, please?
LT Christopher.
Thank
Your Honor, today's time date.
Repeat it. LT Christopher.
Thank you. Attorney Elder, you were saying?
Judge, today's date and time set for PCC. I know he has another case that's scheduled for a PCC on the 18th, is next week. If the court wants to put this over to make sure that we have discovery in both matters, Your Honor, I'm open to that idea as well.
Okay, while we're here, if you're interested, you know, discovery was provided on this case?
I believe it was, Your Honor, I didn't send it, but Ms. Parrish cut the docket and she said, all this is good, we have it. Okay. Attorney Elder, did you receive any discovery on this case?
Judge, I don't recall receiving it. I'll have my staff check again. But if they say they sent it, then it should be somewhere.
Okay, well, they didn't technically say that. So let's move it to the 18th with this other PCC at 8:30 and we'll handle both on that day.
Okay. Judge, can I just, I'm not sure if you can put me in a breakout room with Mr. LT? Because the number I have is not working.
Okay.
Your Honor, for the record, I have it, I checked and we sent it on April
3rd?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll have him looking at that.
And I'll put you on to breakout room.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. To the gentleman in the Wayne County Jail, can you state your name, please?
Jaleel Martel Dawson.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
And I apologize, I didn't get the time on that last, 8:30.
Attorney Barrett. Attorney Chiano, good morning.
For that.
Chiano, can you hear me? Attorney Chiano. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes. Are you ready for your case to be called?
Your Honor, can I have a breakout room with Mr. Myers?
Your Honor, did you just do the procedural PCC? Was that a preliminary exam or PCC that was set? I'm sorry? PCC. So was it adjournment for PCC? Thank you.
Mr. Myers, I invited you to a breakout room so your lawyer could talk to you before we put on the record.
Yeah.
So I lost connection with Mr. Myers.
Hello.
Okay,
So I'm ready to go on the record. We have four or five exams we have to hold, so I'd like to
okay,
go.
I'm ready.
Okay, 2356241, the people of the state of Michigan versus Dakota Myers. Mr. Myers is charged with 1 count of stolen property, receiving and concealing a motor vehicle, set for a probable cause conference. Their appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Danielle Parrish on behalf of the people, P85495.
Ali Shaito, P77614, on behalf of Mr. Myers, who appears via Zoom. Mr. Myers, can you please state your name for the record?
This is Dakota Myers.
Today's
Mr. Myers, I
schedule.
need you to take your hat off. You're still in court.
I'm sorry, I'm at work.
That's fine. Okay, do you have discovery?
I have, there's some discovery that's missing, Your Honor. There's a police report from Highland Park regarding the stolen vehicle I'd like to have. So I'm requesting an adjournment.
Parrish.
I know that
In the
paper
paper
was
discovery, I
sent on
received,
the 5th of Defense Counsel. I know that all the paper that we have was sent on the 5th and digital was sent yesterday. What are you indicating is missing? And could you also email it to me so that I can send that request to the OIC? Because as of right now, we have sent you everything that we actually have.
So I did receive the paper discovery, but in the paper discovery, it has a police report for a stolen bike, not for a stolen vehicle. So that's what I'm asking for. But I can send you an email requesting that.
You said that it has a report for a stolen vehicle, or you need the report for the stolen vehicle?
I need the report for, I think they made a mistake and they put a report for a stolen bicycle instead of the stolen vehicle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you could please email me the specifics, sir, and then I can forward that email to the OIC and get this resolved for you. My email is thank you. If you look in the chat, my email's in the chat.
Yep, I seen it. Thank you.
So what I'd like to do is adjourn. I will provide an adjourned PCC, but I also want to get an exam date on the calendar.
Okay.
Let's see, we can come back next week for another PCC. The 20th work?
20th works.
Okay.
That's
8:30. And exam dates, let's see here.
We'll waive the requirement for the 21-day rule.
Okay. May 1st or May 2nd, I have available.
May 1st works for me, Your Honor.
Okay, how about, do you want to do 9 or 9:30, 10?
9:30, the morning works fine, 9:30 or 10.
Okay, so May 1st at 9:30 with a PCC for April 20th at 8:30.
Okay, and Mr. Myers will have to be at the PE for in person. That's correct, right, Your Honor?
That is correct, yes. Do you want to go back into a breakout room with your client?
No, I have his contact information. I'll get in contact with him after this proceeding.
Okay. All right, you're all set, Mr. Myers.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor, and I'm very sorry for appearing late. There was confusion on my calendar about what day it was.
That is fine. I will see you on the 20th.
Thank you, Your Honor. Bye.
Bye. Attorney Barron, do you need to speak to your client in the breakout room?
No, Judge, I think we're ready.
Okay. It's the people of the state of Michigan versus Jaleel Martell Dodson, case 2356298. Mr. Dodson is charged with assault with intent to rape, violate, harm less than murder. Count 2, assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault. Set for a probable cause conference. Appearances.
Good morning, Daniela Parrish on behalf of the people, P85495.
Good morning, Judge. Neighborhood Defender Service by Hannah Barron, P85265, representing Mr. Dodson.
Mr. Dodson, can you unmute your device and state your full name for the record, please?
Jaleel Martell Dodson.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, Attorney Barron, do you have discovery?
Judge, I have paper discovery. I do not have digital discovery.
Your Honor, the people do not have any digital discovery. If defense believes that there should be digital discovery, please email us and specify as to what particular occasion they believe digital would be available, and we can reach out to the OIC. As of right now, and I have made a note of it as well, but I do not see anywhere that would indicate where there would be digital. But if you yourself see something, please email me and I'll email the OIC.
Okay, well, so I do, and I did just state that I have paper discovery and I do, but I am requesting unredacted discovery.
What part do you want this unredacted?
Numerous witnesses.
As far as like their personal information, we can't provide that to you. Their names should be on there.
So we do have the right to contact information for the witnesses in this case, and we have the right to unredacted discovery as well. So that's why I'm making that request.
If they cannot provide you their personal information, you can email me and we can discuss it further as far as what necessarily you need as far as preliminary exam. Because on this case, again, because preliminary exam, we don't call all the necessary witnesses as though it would be a trial. But you specify which portions of the discovery you need unredacted, and the reason why, I can send that request over to a supervisor. I, however, do not have the authority to provide you unredacted. So you have to just write it out and write exactly what you need and why you need it. And I will provide that to them and we'll get it again.
And Judge, I'm not really sure why I'm getting pushback on receiving unredacted discovery. That is my right per People v. Jack 336, Michigan Appellate 316. We're making that request. If there's any, I'm not sure why the people are hesitant to provide it, but it would be.
Well, I know that there could be some safety concerns as to why information is redacted. So I don't want to get into the middle of what it is right now and on YouTube as well as in front of your client as to what it is that you're looking for in that information. But if you'd like to come back in a couple of days to address specific discovery, or you just want a blanket unredacted, if you send that in writing to the court, I will address it properly. I don't know what it is you're asking for outside of just a blanket unredacted request.
Okay, understood, Judge. And then as for digital discovery, there are references to body worn camera throughout the police reports. Numerous police officers were involved in an arrest, were involved in responding to the location. So more than just assuming that they would be equipped with body worn camera, it's also, again, referenced in police report that they were equipped with body worn camera on those days. So I am requesting any footage from their body worn cameras.
Attorney Barron, can you cite that case that you just recited?
Yes, Judge. People v. Jack 336, the Michigan Court of Appeals 316 from 2021.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I can.
For the discovery matter, we don't have to have Mr. Dotson present. We can set that next week to discuss the discovery issue. And we can also set an exam date.
Okay, understood, Judge.
I have April 26th at 1:30 available.
I'm available that date.
Okay. And you can email the court and I will, oh, let's set a date. I forgot to do that. So next week. Does the 20th at 8:30 work?
That works for me.
Okay.
Your Honor, and if I could request again, if she could at least CC myself on it when she sends it over to you, because again, I have to provide that. Supervisors are out till Monday, so I won't be able to provide whatever she sends till Monday, to have them do that, and actually get something back for her as far as the unredacted portion. But I will email the OIC in regards to digital.
So I sent Bruce Barry your email address. So if you just copy everyone on your request.
Yep, of course.
All right. Anything else?
Yes, Judge, if I could be heard on bond.
Sure.
Judge, Mr. Dodson's bond is currently at 50,000, 10%. I am asking for Mr. Dodson to be released on a personal bond. There is a tether requirement in place already. Mr. Dodson, he has a place to live. If he were released, he would go and live with his family. He would not live with the complaining witness in this case. Judge, this is a case where the complaining witness is one of Mr. Dodson's family members. It's a case where there is certainly a viable self-defense claim. The witnesses in this case say that they heard Mr. Dodson saying, get off me, before the witnesses came into the room and saw the complainant injured. So this is definitely a case where self-defense will be an issue. And Mr. Dodson has no issue complying with a no contact order. This is not an incident with a stranger. He can just keep away from this very particular person, and he has no issue with doing that, Judge.
Your Honor, the people vehemently object to any lowering of the bond. It is very reasonable to bond for the defendant in this case, considering the circumstances, regardless of what if there's a self-defense or whatnot claim. These are very serious charges. The complainant and defendant know each other, know where they reside. At this time, I do not have in front of me the defendant's record, but there is multiple issues popping up on this file in regards to potential other warrants. So I do not believe this is a one-off situation. And that's just my personal opinion in this, but as far as bond, legally speaking, the facts of the case, the charges issued do warrant this type of bond that is currently set. It is reasonable. There is nothing that has been expressed aside from the defense issue or the self-defense issue of what will be, argued at preliminary exam as well as trial if trial goes on. But as far as bond, there's nothing that has been argued that would warrant the bond to have to be lowered. Again, this reasonable bond in this situation, according to the charges.
And Judge, I would ask the court to disregard the prosecution's personal opinion that this is not a one-off situation without any basis in evidence. Mr. Dodson does not have a violent criminal history. These are, of course, merely allegations against him. And in terms of what else Mr. Dodson has going on, Mr. Dodson is self-employed. He has an ice cream truck. He has a food truck as well. So that's how he makes money. And he, of course, is not able to continue to do that while he is in custody. It's not a reasonable bond because it's not affordable for Mr. Dodson. Mr. Dodson has not posted the bond. He is still in custody. So for that reason, it isn't reasonable. Another person in Mr. Dodson's situation who simply had more money would be able to post that bond, but Mr. Dodson is not able to do so. So Judge, I am asking for a personal bond. We already have a tether in place. That's something that will assure the safety of the community, assure that Mr. Dodson appears in court.
Your Honor, just
I heard you now.
We're on the record, sir. The bond redetermination hearing was held just 3 days ago in front of Judge McConaughey. The whole point of the bond redetermination hearings is to do exactly what I'm doing now, so that one judge can handle all of the bond redetermination hearings. I will order a DSG report. I'm not going to adjust bond at this time and see what the recommendation is for pretrial services. Anything else for the record?
Nothing further, Judge.
Mr. Dodson, you are all set for today. I'm ordering what's called a VSU report. Pretrial services will make a recommendation to see whether or not your bond should be adjusted again. Okay,
Can I go on the breakout room with my attorney real quick?
sure. Okay, Attorney CFO.
Yes, Your Honor. I am not certain if my client has zoomed in or not.
I believe so.
I'm here.
Mr. Carter Greenlaw. Yes, we
I'm
are
ready.
ready. Thank you.
2256676, the people of the state of Michigan versus Cameron Carter Greenlaw, who was charged with 1 count of controlled substance possession of methamphetamine, ecstasy, set for a probable cause conference appearances.
Good morning, Daniela Parrish on behalf of the people, P85495.
And good morning, Rebecca Chiappa, P62311, on behalf of Mr. Carter Greenlaw, who's also appearing via Zoom, Your Honor.
Sir, can you state your name for the record, please? Mr. Carter Greenlaw, can you state your full name for the record?
It's Cameron Sinai Carter Greenlaw.
Mr. Greenlaw, I don't know what happened today, but your case was scheduled at 8:30 a.m. So for the next court to be scheduled, I need you to be sharp and on time. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Attorney Tiapo,
Can
you
I,
have
can I say, I'm sorry.
I don't believe I've received the discovery in this matter. May I ask if that was sent?
Yes, Your Honor, let me get the dates for her so that it would be easier for her to double check. And the dates here. CFO, paper was sent again yesterday via the PBK system. And I believe digital, we have a record that digital was sent on March 21st to you. But paper was sent yesterday because I believe we had, it was not available to us, if you recall, before. And so we finally got it was sent yesterday.
Okay. I guess I'd like to schedule a in-person preliminary exam, Your Honor.
Okay. I have April 27th or 28th at 9:30, and then April May 1st or May 2nd, pretty available that morning. Both mornings.
Okay, that was the original court date that I already had.
Mr. Greenlaw, can you please give us a moment to discuss your exam date? I'll give you the opportunity to speak.
So yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry. What time do you have available on May 1st?
9 o'clock, 10:30, 11.
11 o'clock on May 1st would be great.
Okay. So Mr. Carter Greenlaw, you said you wanted to say something. Did you want to speak about you being late or your court date?
Briefly, I literally missed my last court day, right? What happened was I turned myself in. I wasn't trying to miss it, right? So when I turned myself in, I actually talked to my attorney and they gave me a court date, which was April 27th.
Okay.
So I knew nothing of today. Nothing.
Okay, that's what you're saying. You didn't know what they said. Okay, well,
Yeah,
I didn't case you. I didn't put out a warrant. I waited for you to show up. But I'm telling you, moving forward, now that I've been in contact with you and your client and your attorney has, I'm telling you, put you on notice that your next court date is May 1st, 11 a.m. in person at 36th District Court. So you work to be on time, now that you know.
May 1st in person at 11 o'clock.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Attorney Diallo, good morning.
Good morning, just over here, Frank, Martin here. Before I walk over, they're ready for me? Are you ready, Mr. Burns, Madam Prosecutor?
She's wondering if you're ready on Burns. She said she's Frank Martin.
Oh, is that right? AK Henderson is holding, that exam. Is your client in custody, Ms. Young?
Yes, he is.
Okay, and I can check.
Yes, he is, and he's downstairs.
I will check with APA Henderson.
Okay, if you could.
Are you running behind? Is that what?
No, she just waited. She wants to know if it's ready to go.
That's it.
Mr. Henderson, what's going on with Kevin Smith?
Kevin Smith, I haven't seen the attorney or the defendant.
Okay, so Burns.
Burns, I haven't seen Mr. Burns.
He's in custody.
Okay, well, then, our victim.
Okay. All right. Who's this in the right time? Attorney Diallo?
Yes, ma'am, yes, yes.
We're gonna bring your person out, okay?
Okay, thank you.
So the two at 10:30 have to leave.
Mr. Sylvester, Mr. Cornelius. Mr. Cornelius, Sylvester Cornelius. Yes.
More.
Nobody here? Okay, Attorney Diallo, ready on Burns?
Ready, Judge. I do apologize. I'm doing 17 things. Here it comes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Case 2260405, the people of the state of Michigan versus Marcus Delane Burns, who is charged with count 1 assault with intent to murder, count 2 weapons felony firearm with the habitual offender third offense notice set for a preliminary examination today. Appearances?
Philip Henderson for the people, P86029.
I'm sorry. Lillian Diallo, P52036, on behalf of Marcus Burns, who is physically present in the courtroom. Hi, Mr. Burns. Just hold tight. Don't say Mr. Burns. Be still, please.
Burns, just
I'm
state your
sorry.
name. That's all we need you to do right now. State your name,
Marcus Burns.
your full name.
Marcus, say my name, bro.
Good morning to you.
Harvey,
Good morning.
how you doing?
I'm fine. She's on Zoom for a reason. Just relax. People ready to proceed?
Your Honor, the victim in the case is not here this morning. We sent out subpoenas. I believe the OIC was not able to get him under subpoena. I have called the victim and last night or yesterday, excuse me, and this morning I also sent him a text message. He has not responded at all. So if it were a case of subpoenas, I would ask that we could adjourn the hearing to get him under subpoena. I have tried to make contact with him myself to notify him outside of the subpoena, and I leave it to the discretion.
Motion to dismiss. We're ready to proceed. Thank you.
Okay, and to the officer in charge, can you state your name, please?
Yes, ma'am. Officer Douglas Martin, Precinct, Detective Unit, Detroit Police Department.
And you have attempted to contact the complainant witness?
Yes, ma'am, I have. The home is vacant at this time. I followed up with the girlfriend. The girlfriend was injured with an assault that occurred with Lima Lewis, and she has no contact with him.
So I am going to dismiss without prejudice. Of course, reissue once the complainant witness is found and wishes to prosecute. But at this time, the people are not ready to proceed. It's 10:14. The exam is scheduled for 10 o'clock today.
Thank you so much, Judge. You and your staff have a great day. Thank you, sir, prosecutor. Take care.
Thank you.
Yeah, the sound.
Person laying in the bed, what's your name? Connect your audio, what's your name, sir? No audio.
Thank you for your efforts with this one.
It's funny, 'cause I was thinking it, and it happened.
So you know what's gonna happen?
He's a little excited.
Okay, this is case 2356054, the people of the state of Michigan versus Kevin Smith. Mr. Smith is charged with one kind of motor vehicle unlawful driving away, set for a preliminary examination today. Appearances.
Philip Henderson for the people, P866029.
And I just called the case. Yes.
Vanessa Hamilton, P82107 on behalf of Mr. Kevin Smith.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Yeah. Vanessa Hamilton, P82107 on behalf of Kevin Smith, who does not appear to be before us this morning.
Right. Okay, have you had contact with your client?
I've not had any contact.
Time is now 10:49. The exam was set for 9:30. People,
Your Honor, the people move for a KPS in this matter.
and your witnesses are present today.
Yes, Your Honor. They're here and ready to testify.
Okay.
Your Honor, we understand that the part has to do with it.
Okay, I will enter a case. I'm looking to see if there's any case history.
If I'm able to get in contact with him, Your Honor, or am I able to set up my date to walk with him?
I don't see any case history in the file, so it'll be a $1,000 personal. You can bring him in once you contact him, if you do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you hear me? This is Attorney Tuttles.
You were on mute.
Hello?
Yes, the client is in custody here, and the complaining witnesses, and everyone's ready to go, Attorney Tuttles.
Has the case been called, Your Honor?
Not yet.
Okay, and I understand there are no witnesses.
There are witnesses. Everyone is present and ready to go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, we are on the record. This is case 2355852, the people of the state of Michigan versus Emmanuel A. Cup, who is charged with count 1, weapons, firearms larceny, count 2, weapons, firearms possession by a felon, count 3, and count 4, weapons, felony firearm with the habitual offender fourth offense notice set for a preliminary examination today. Appearances?
Good morning, Your Honor. Daniela Parrish on behalf of the people, P85495, standing in for APA Henderson, who is outside in the hall, speaking with the 3 civilian witnesses on this case, as well as officers.
Good morning, Your Honor. May I please this Honorable Court Antonio D. Tuttles on behalf of my client, that's Mr. Acuff, who is in court at this time. However, I am not in the court for this particular preliminary examination, Your Honor. I am via Zoom. But access court, because this was not on my calendar today. I am headed to St. John, Michigan, which is approximately 2 hours away from Detroit. I'm asked for a brief adjournment on this, Your Honor, because I do not hold preliminary examinations on Zoom. That is not my practice.
Sir, can you state your name for the record?
Emmanuel A. Cup.
Okay, Attorney Tuttles, we received confirmation from your office yesterday that you confirmed today's date for the exam.
Okay, when my office just called me, she was saying that now I'm in between clerks. My clerk of 8 years moved to Texas. This is a new clerk, and I know for a minute, both of them was doing work, so I'm not sure which one said or confirmed this court date. But now my old clerk is no longer, doing or setting dates because it's all on my new clerk. So I'm not sure how the mix-up happened, but there's no way I would have set this date knowing that I had to be 2 hours away from Michigan, and I have to be there at 1 o'clock.
Well, you set the date on March 30th.
Well, Your Honor, then I apologize for the mix-up. I just definitely apologize for the mix-up, but I apologize for the mix-up.
Okay, I'm not interested in adjourning this case. Everybody's ready to go.
Okay, I understand that the people have a witness, a civilian witness, or they have police officer witnesses only.
Oh, we actually have multiple civilian witnesses. We subpoenaed additional witnesses because the one witness that was originally on the witness list, we did not believe would be sufficient for identification. So we called in additional witnesses, and they have all appeared. And I understand you're 2 hours away. I would not object if you wanted a moment on Zoom to speak to your client who is in custody, if you want to discuss a possible waiver. However, as the judge said, we are all ready to go, and your client is also in custody. If this needs to be adjourned, Your Honor, that's, again, it's hard to get multiple witnesses all here on the same day again.
I understand.
I know it's not your preference, but I know the defendant has a right to be in person for his exam. But I'm ready to move forward and hold this exam today.
Okay, Your Honor, I'm ready.
Do you need a moment to speak to your client?
Yeah. You're going to put him in a room where I can talk to him in person. I don't want to talk to him where everybody can hear the conversation.
I'm gonna have him call you so that you all can speak privately.
You're gonna have him call me on my cell phone?
Yes, I'll have him call your cell phone. What is your cell number?
313-477-6085.
6025.
313-477-6085.
Sarah, you speak with my stepping out.
Absolutely.
Attorney Frank.
And can I ask this question?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, the question from. Tanya Powell. Dr. Joe.
Yeah.
Take it here. We have.
I'm sorry.
The defendants, and then we have two. We have offices. Pardon me? Yes, sir. Yeah, it doesn't matter, they're gonna testify. We're not having charges to shoot. We're
back on the record are Mr. Emmanuel Acuff, appearances.
For the people, Philip Henderson, P 86029.
Oh, Mr. Tuttles, you're muted.
Good morning, Your Honor. This Honorable Court, Antonio D. Tuttles, on behalf of my client, that's Mr. Emmanuel A. Cup, who is physically in your courtroom at this time. However, Your Honor, I am appearing via Zoom with Mr. A. Cup's permission for the purposes of this preliminary examination.
Okay, and Mr. Acuff, I have your appearance on. You don't have to stand up and say your name. Have you had an opportunity to speak with your client?
Yes, Your Honor. After having an opportunity to speak with my client as well, with the prosecutor attorney and the witnesses that she have available, my client has decided, we've decided collectively that he's going to waive this examination, allowing the case to be bound over to Third Circuit Court for further proceedings. Is that accurate, Mr. Aco?
Yes.
You want me to have it repeated? Okay, Mr. Acuff, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. If you don't understand my questions or if you can't hear me, please let me know, okay? And I'll repeat them, okay? And make sure you speak up your responses to the board, okay? You understand you have a right to a preliminary examination?
Yes.
And is it true that you are waiving your exam today?
Yes.
And you understand that if you were to demand your exam today, the people, the prosecutor would have to show a probable cause standard, which is a much lower standard in criminal law, but still a standard. They would have to show that the charges I read off in the information were committed in the city of Detroit and that you likely committed this crime. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And that by waiving your exam today, that means that people do not have to show any evidence today. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Also, you understand you're not giving up your right to trial. Okay. Did anyone force you or threaten you to waive your exam today? Did anyone promise you anything for you to waive your exam?
No.
I find your waiver to be freely, understandingly, and voluntarily given. Is there an objection from the people?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So I will have you bound over to Third Circuit since you are in custody. It'll be 1 week from today. Today is the 12th, so your arraignment on the information will be, today's the 13th. So your AOI will be the 20th, Frank Murphy Hall of Justice at 9 o'clock a.m. Anything else for the record?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, did you say the 20th?
Yes, the 20th at 9 o'clock.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Acuff, I will get to see you.
Did you sign the waiver form? Okay, I'm gonna have you sign the form. And Attorney Tuttles, do I have your permission to sign the waiver form?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you for the court's indulgence.
Thank you. This is case 2355274, the people of the state of Michigan versus Brendan Lee Atkins, who was charged with one count of weapons carrying concealed, walking in today to request to set aside appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Daniela, or good afternoon, Your Honor. Daniela Parrish on behalf of the people, PA 5495.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Good afternoon to your staff. Neighborhood Services by Ken Riggins, P82125. On behalf of Brendan Lee Atkins, who stands behind me. So I can state the record for Brendan Lee Atkins.
Good afternoon, Mr. Atkins.
Your Honor, this matter was originally scheduled for a preliminary examination for Monday at 10:30. My client unfortunately could not make it at that time. The case was issued. I asked that case be set aside and an original bond be reinstated.
Mr. Atkins, where were you?
Well, I had problems with my car with my tire, and I had problems with my phone also. I just got it.
I'm sorry. Yes, we got it.
I had problems with my car with my tire, and I had problems with my phone also. I had to get it fixed.
I'm sorry.
If I may, Your Honor, what my client said is that he had a problem with his car. He had a slashed tire. Is that correct, Mr. Atkins? In addition, he had problems with his phone where his screen was busted. And that was the reason why he couldn't contact me or he didn't receive my message. Is that also correct, Mr. Atkins?
Okay, Mr. Atkins, needs to be a little more resourceful next time. Hopefully it won't be next time, but if it is, you can use somebody's phone to call the court so that a warrant won't be put in the system. Your attorney is working hard for you and made sure that you didn't get locked up or picked up. So I am going to set aside your warrant as the people we have discussed already, all of us without you here. They do not object to setting aside your warrant and setting for a probable cause conference. Please do not miss any more court dates. Will not be attended, okay? So the next probable cause conference will be tomorrow at 8:30. Do not have to be in person. You have to be on Zoom. Does your phone work?
Oh, yes.
All right. Anything else?
Is
Nothing gonna be phone.
Nothing further for offense, Your Honor.
is the conference called?
Thank you.
Nice seeing you. Have a good day. Enjoy the sunshine.
Thank you.
You still back?
Okay, so I have an answer for your question.
Okay.
He does not, his bond is 10,000 personal, so technically he would not be a credit request. I would have to change the bond to $1.
Yeah.
Credit request.
You should.
Objection to it?
May as well.
Okay. I think it's a waiver.
Hope so. We'll see.
You take your smile back.
So who's gonna do the red to get him here via Zoom? That's the real question.
After you send the binder, will you send binder? So third circuit.
Mr. Harrison went here first. Right, I'm sure. Oh, no, like,
we are on the record. This is case 2257968, people of the state of Michigan versus Eddie Andrew Flint, charged with 1 count of gambling activities, felony violations. Also, case number 2257969, people of the state of Michigan versus Eddie Andrew Flint, charged with 1 count of gambling activities, felony violations, both set for a preliminary examination. Today, appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Caitlin Fedlin on behalf of the people, requesting permission to practice under Michigan Court Rule 8.120 and being supervised today by Assistant Attorney General Robert Hayes, and I'm currently 2L at Wayne State University in good standing.
Good morning. I remember that court rule. I used to use it as well. Okay, I will allow for you to practice under that court rule with a very short hearing today. And Attorney Harris.
Good morning, Your Honor. Walker. Good afternoon. Wyatt Harris, 354-891, on behalf of the client. We have submitted to the court 2 waivers of the preliminary examination. I've gone over them with my client. He understands those waivers and we've executed 2. On behalf of Mr. Flint.
Mr. Flint, can you state your name for the record, please?
Eddie.
And is there any objection for the people for both waivers?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm going to ask just a couple of extra questions or some questions, Mr. Flint. Mr. Flint, is it correct that you're waiving your exam today?
Yes.
You got to speak up for the court reporter, okay? You understand you have a right to an exam? And that if you were to demand that exam today, the people would have to show at the probable cause standard, which is a much lower standard, but still a standard in criminal law, that those 2 charges I read off, both cases were committed in the city of Detroit and that you probably committed those crimes. You understand that? I didn't hear you.
Yes.
And knowing that information, you still wish to waive your exam? You have to speak up. Okay. Did anyone who works here promise you to waive your exam? Did anyone promise you anything for you to waive your exam? I find your waiver to be freely, understandingly, and voluntarily given. And I believe bond should be addressed or?
Yes. Yeah, I would ask to address bond, Your Honor. Your Honor, my client is on a personal bond on both of these cases. And I think the court knows by virtue of what we've been trying to do to get Mr. Flint here. He's got several cases in Oakland County that are life offense cases. I would ask this court to give my client $1 bond on both cases so that he can get credit for the time that he's spending in Wayne County or Oakland County, depending on where he's physically at.
Okay, I don't have an issue with any objection for the people.
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay, so I will change this bond to $1 bond so that you can get credit for time.
Thank you.
Anything else before I bind it over?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Mr. Flint, I'm binding both of your cases over to Frank Murphy Hall of Justice, 3rd Circuit Court for arraignment on the information 1 week from today, the April 20th at 9:00 a.m. You're on the record.
Thank you very much.